have to put you on a diet.
No, no, no.
Oh, not you,
again.
not
no.
you, Mr. Muscles, not you. It's just these papers. For goodness sake, God. They all fit in here when I first came home 2 hours ago, and now they...
Well, maybe that's where all the food in the house went, too.
The cupboard's there?
Yes, it is, Mother Hubbard.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to call the grocery store with a little delivery list.
It's okay. I'll tell you what, we'll eat at the diner after that community meeting. To replace the angel statue. You forgot. Okay.
I'm supposed to meet Georgie at the office to go over a case.
That's another thing you forgot, honey. Sleep. You know, most people go back to their office in the morning after they've had breakfast. And, of course, we don't have any coffee in the house either.
I'm a bad wife.
I can do the shopping, too. You know, we've got a certain lifestyle going here.
It ain't half bad, is it?
No, it isn't. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to the meeting. You go to the office. We stay there 1 hour, no more than that, all right? Then on the way home, I stop, get a video, get some Chinese takeout.
We rush home, we climb into bed, and we make crumbs. Get a video that's sexy and funny.
That's us. Sexy and funny. Okay, how fast can we get back here?
Are you kidding? Fast. On your mark, get set, go. No, Muddy, Muddy! Oh, ow.
Honey?
Honey? Ow, 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 ow.
The question is, who gave you the keys to my family's cabin, and what are you doing here?
Well, if it isn't my nephew and the ex-wife of a preacher man. Hello, Kevin. Goodbye, Kevin.
No, I think we were here first.
So what? I got a kid in the back seat of the car asleep. There's no way I'm driving back to town. I'll go get her out of the car seat right now.
Listen, we can beat this. Let's just go home.
Why, give that worm the satisfaction of winning? No way, I'm staying.
This is his mother's cabin.
It was my father's cabin before that, and Vicky said if I ever wanted to come here, I could come here anytime. And now is any time.
But Kevin's not going to back down, so what do we do? Sit around playing Monopoly until one of you strangles the other? What's the point? They've already spoiled our evening.
I know that maggot. If things don't go his way, he just chickens out and throws in the towel. We're going to wait him out.
Oh, great. And who gets to clean up the blood on the floor? Don't do that.
Is there something in the galley that you don't want me to find?
Yes. Yes. A caviar spoon, because then we can't do this.
How very basic.
Yes. Actually, I think caviar needs to be eaten in the moonlight, don't you think? So why don't we take this up to the deck and watch the big old river just slide on by?
As we drift helplessly toward the sea, aboard a crewless yacht whose ignition keys are mysteriously missing and whose radio is also mysteriously on the fritz.
Do you think it's fate?
Oh, I don't believe in fate. We're the type of people who take life by the horns, who make things happen.
I knew that the day that we met. You and I, we go after what we want.
And right now, I want a caviar spoon. Here we go. Perfect.
You didn't, like my finger?
Not in the caviar.
Oh, come on. I think it's fun to be unconventional sometimes.
Well, it isn't dull. Hey, that's
What?
a high-speed boat approaching. Or maybe that's the Coast Guard coming to rescue us.
So soon?
You disappointed?
Well, what if I said that I was?
Well, I would be flattered, but what about those important New York buyers who we left back on the dock?
Oh, they probably have just given up and gone home.
Well, that's too bad.
Yes, it is. I guess I'm just going to have to keep on doing this until I get it right.
Well, I do admire your tenacity. amongst other things. Yes, we have definitely been rescued. Well, I better head up onto the deck and throw them a line.
Max, where are you?
Right here. I'm glad you think it's so funny.
Did you find your key?
If I did, do you believe I would stick around to listen to your semi-pornographic lessons about caviar?
You know, I think the Coast Guard is here coming to rescue us. And, you know, Ian was just about to warm up with me, too.
Oh, it's your opening game. You can't expect to win the game in one move.
Well, it's not like I had a lot of foreplay, Max.
Where are my keys?
You know, and I set a deadline for myself, too.
Yeah, I know. New Year's Eve, country club. You got to stick it to Todd and Taya. Show up with your disgustingly rich husband.
Well, you know what? Move out of the way. I'll look over here. That's right, because I'm going to use a large chunk of that change to get Star back. And then I'm going to use Ian's media power to take down the sun. Yeah, Max, come on, your keys aren't even in here. You probably lost them somewhere else.
But they gotta be here, all right?
Look, don't be
Already
so mad
late
at
for my
me.
meeting with Jakar's roadies, our little celebration.
Hey, I didn't lose your keys, okay, Max? And I would have gotten a lot further. I'll tell you what, if you hadn't been around here listening to every word that I was saying, all right?
It ain't like I heard it or seen it all before. Ah! Got it.
Blair,
Max, that's Ian.
good news.
What?
We are in tow and on our way shore.
Thank heaven.
Well, and none too soon either.
Well, that's not very chivalrous.
You knew that I had a date with Kelly.
That's right. And I'm sorry. I hope that you're not going to be too awfully late. Poor Kelly.
Well, Ian called and said he might be late because of a business appointment, but he never mentioned Blair. Are you sure?
Well, perhaps it has something to do with Melodor. Come on over here, Don. I want to show you the beautiful salmon roses he ordered for you. He wanted this evening to be very special.
I guess I'll wait and see what he has to say before I get too upset.
Well, I think that's a good idea. I'm sure he's going to be here real soon.
Thank you.
Would you lucky here who's back in town?
Oh, you swell.
Oh, well, you're not bad yourself, you handsome, don't you? Hey, you looking for a hot date? Because I'm about to go back to Rhodey's. I would love to buy you a drink, find out all about your adventures, Paris, Rome, the world of art restoration.
Oh, my idea of a good time. Let's do it.
Okay. Cinderella is left alone waiting for her prince.
So I see. Renee, tell you what, let me meet you over at Ruby's later, okay?
You're not the prince she's waiting for.
See you. If I were a painter, I'd want to paint you like that.
It gets a 4, 1. Oh, a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring it. Come on. Oh, a 6.
Here's a picture of the cabin back in the 1940s.
Kevin? What's this? Look, it looks like it's a blueprint to the cabin. Oh, so
Yeah,
went right to sleep when I put her in the crib.
Design the place so that we could expand on it later.
That thing's gonna drive me crazy.
Hey.
Play the checkers.
Whatever.
So, are they still planning to add on?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, it's so beautiful up here.
There's this other place on the side of the mountain. I've had my eye on it since I was a kid. It's outcrop of rock right above the timberline, next to a waterfall, faces due west. It has these unbelievable sunsets. Now that's where I want to build our dream house for our family someday.
That property's not for sale.
How would you know?
Because I own it.
Really? When did you buy that piece of land?
Well, I didn't buy it. My ex-wife bought it. With my money. See, she thought I was dead, and I found out about it during the divorce, and I was going to get rid of it, but now that I know that you want it, maybe I'll just keep it. And if you want to have land on Lantana Mountain, you're just going to have to make do with Mommy's little cabin.
Yeah, well, at least I have legitimate claim to it.
Well, but thanks for the idea, Kev. You know, I think I will build my family a house on not a house, a castle. Yeah, Manning Manor.
Yeah. Well, you'll need a moat full of piranhas to keep you safe from all your enemies.
Oh, that's a good idea. King me.
You know, it's very interesting. The banner circulation beat the sun this week, and all of a sudden, Todd needs this major ego enhancement.
1 week is not a trend.
Don't count on it.
Well, I don't lose to anybody.
Well, don't worry. We won't only beat you, we'll most likely shut you down, too.
Oh, face it, Todd. Class and substance win out in the end.
Oh, get your head out of the sand. Todd knows what the people of Lambview want. He gives it to them.
Oh, why don't you just hum a bar or two of Stand By Your Man while you're at it? I mean, how does your deal work, Taya? Do you present Todd with a bill every week? X amount for defending him in public? X amount for your wifely duties? X amount for keeping Star away from Mother? One responsible for keeping Blair away from Star is Blair herself. I don't think that a woman who walked out on her own son is in any position to judge me. My son's a major part of my life and always will be, and that's how it should be Blair and Star if you and Todd were remotely human. But neither one of you know about love. So how can we hope that you can understand what it takes to make a family? You know, I pity that sweet little girl upstairs. You made a conscious choice to sell your soul to live with the devil. She wasn't given that choice. Now, can we please get out of here? There's something about hypocrisy that just makes me sick to my stomach.
No. I feel a little sick myself. I'll get our stuff. I'll meet you by the car.
Hey, Delgado, you gonna go? Still your turn. Well, you could jump me here, but if you do that, I'll win. I'm very good at this game.
What you need for a sprain ankle is rest.
Oh, Georgie, I'm not hungry.
It's an acronym. Rest, ice, compression, elevation.
Got it. Thanks, Larry. All right. Larry says it sounds like a sprain to him. You can see you first thing in the morning. This is what he thinks you need. Get this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Georgie's way ahead of you. Look, I can't meet with Larry tomorrow. I have to be in court.
I don't think so, honey.
Excuse me, wait just a minute here.
Georgie, don't let her get vertigo, okay? I'd like to skip this meeting, but things are getting a little out of hand because that statue got vandalized in Angel Square. So I want to put a lid on it before they really do get out of hand.
You can drive me to the courthouse.
I heard that.
Don't worry, Bo. I will see that she postpones the case.
Okay, all right. I used up all the ice. I'll pick up a bag on the way home. If she gives you any problem...
Will you stop talking about will you shush up? This is all your fault, you mangy mutt. You keep quiet. Now, basta, scat, go away.
Mud down. Dog.
Well, She clearly has everything under control, so... See you later.
Is there anything you can't do?
Well, you're obviously waiting for someone, but I just wanted to know how your mom was doing.
I think she's glad that she came to Lambview. I know I am.
That's good. Kelly, boy, this is even harder than I thought it was going to be.
Why don't you try writing another letter?
Kelly, please. Look, I don't know if this will make any sense, but I figured I was doing you a favor letting you off the hook like that, since you weren't ready to leave Lambview. And now I realize I handled it wrong.
Yes, you did.
Believe me, if I would have thought that there was any chance you wanted to come to France to be with me, I would never have sent that letter. I know. You kept postponing coming over, so I guess I was hurt.
You were hurt?
Please. Look, I don't know if you'll ever forgive me, okay? But I really don't want you to hate me.
I couldn't. Not even after you sent a stupid letter. And I caused an accident that affected a lot of people's lives, including mine. I never blamed you, I blame myself.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for everything. I made you unhappy. That I was in any way responsible for what happened. I can't change that, I know. But will you please do me a favor and let me at least try and make it up to you? Somehow? Will you give me that chance?
Why don't you do look cozy?
I see you didn't have to wait alone. I'm sorry.
So how angry are you with me?
It's wearing off.
I do like your honesty, girl. You don't let anything pass.
Neither do you, unfortunately. So, honestly, is there ever going to be a chance for you and RJ?
Not in this lifetime.
The man is devastated. You and Blue Jay Music weren't just a business deal to him. He was finally getting some respect. And not just from the people in his town or my mom and dad. He had it for himself.
Then he blew it.
Yeah, he did. And it's killing him. I mean it. And I don't know what he's gonna do about that.
I can't take that on. Whatever there was, it's gone now. Because I can't trust him.
But you can.
I know you believe that. And I hope you never have to find out otherwise, like I did. You're the only part of this that I didn't want to walk away from. And that's why I'm here tonight. Can I still call you friend?
Always.
Then will you come hear me sing at Rhodey's in an hour? Not as a sign of disloyalty to RJ. Just come as my friend, please.
Takara! Knew you changed your mind.
No, you do not have to say a word. We will just pick up right where we left off, making Indigo and Blue Jay household names in the music biz.
That's...
Now, I know I've learned a thing or two, and that's what partnership is all about, right? I mean, we learn from each other. So, from now on, every move we make will be a team decision. Oh, what's this?
The flowers you sent me. I can't accept them.
I was trying to tell you.
Max came up with the money.
You're making a mistake.
Be that as it may, Max Hampton is officially my new partner.
That's the beginning of the end of Blue Jay music, and don't blame me when the whole thing falls apart around you.
I hope I see you later.
Maybe you're right and things don't work out for her, and Matt...
Forget it. She had her chance.
You need to stay off your feet completely for at least 24 hours.
Wait a minute, a whole day?
You know what? I think you're a work junkie.
Oh, me? No. I complain about my work, but I love it.
Oh, you're so good.
Yeah, well, I am good. Thank you for reminding me.
It must have been hard for you when you were suspended for a while after that fraternity house rape trial. I've been reading up on some of your past cases. Always wondered what to do if I suddenly realized my client was guilty after all, and I go free because I defended him so well.
Everyone is entitled to a good defense, Georgie.
I suppose some lawyers can take that face value. I'd have a hard time with it.
Well, obviously, I had a hard time with it also because I threw the trial. I mean, it was unethical. I paid the price, not my finest hour.
Oh, I don't know about that. It was morally courageous.
Well,
And also defending Kevin Buchanan, who was innocent. He's Bo's nephew?
yeah, right. Well, see, I was dating Bo. That's how I became involved in the case in the first place. My every instinct told me that Kevin Buchanan was being set up, and I was right. He was. I just made the mistake of assuming that his friends, Zachary and Powell and Todd Manning, were also being set up. I was wrong. I listened with my mind, not my gut. Trust your instincts, Georgie. It's very, very important. Listen to what's behind the words that people use. That's where the truth lies.
The Iceman cometh.
Hey.
All quiet here on the western front. I'm having sensory delusions right now. I smell something delicious.
Georgie's cooking us dinner.
Home-cooked meal? In this house? This is a treat.
How was the meeting?
Don't break my concentration, honey, okay? I want to remember this moment always. I mean, this is what real food really smells like. Wow.
It was a business thing. To help with a marketing project for me. Just wasn't supposed to take so long.
Well, it's a good thing that Joey was here to keep you company. Joey, it's good to have you back, and it's good to see the two of you together again. Really.
I'm just glad that Kelly didn't have to wait alone. Thank you. Blair, it was interesting. Good night. Now, if we can pick up our evening as planned, if you don't mind.
Kelly, I'm going over to Cody's. Will you come?
Excuse me?
Kate here seemed to have had another date.
Well, it was really a date.
It wasn't a date at all.
Kelly, what do you want to do?
She's going to be having dinner with me.
I didn't ask you. I asked Kelly.
Kelly?
Ian, what do you want? You came and you wanted to. You could have. Dear, you have you didn't know me, and now I can't have one with anybody else. Is that it? And you let that smirk off your face and run off. I'm going home.
night.
Good night, Joey. I don't think Kelly handled that too well.
On the contrary, I think she handled it magnificently. And as for you, I knew the whole young thing was set up. Just couldn't resist the chance, could I? Well, you pretty well went fool me again.
You're right.
And you admit it just like that.
I can't lie to a man like you.
Oh, you are dangerous.
But I really am interested. Why you did show up at the yacht when you knew that I had set you up.
I suppose I was curious.
Oh.
And it amused me to see how far you would go to land my money.
A whole lot farther than that.
Mind boggles.
But it was a good start, wasn't it?
Really? How so?
Because I learned a whole lot about you tonight.
Such as?
That I wasn't the only one that was sorry when the Coast Guard showed up.
I'm sorry, RJ, to show up while I said Indigo. Didn't give you a hard time, did he?
No, he just got all quiet. It's the one thing that scares me the most.
Well, it's a man's way. It's all or nothing with them sometimes. They shut down or they blow up. Well, at least he's not exploding.
I just wish it could be like it was with the three of us.
Well, maybe someday he can accept it and we can reach some kind of understanding. Hey, my partner, decided to show up.
Sorry. So sorry. Don't ask. Everything okay?
The place is packed. The car's ready to go. I'm so glad you were able to make it.
Can I kiss you?
Well, I'm as good a time as any.
Good evening, friends. And I assume we're all friends because Rhodey's such a funny place. A few of you know why tonight is so special, and the rest of you, well, you just got lucky because tonight we're kicking off a partnership between me and Blue Jay Music. And to celebrate that occasion, we have the heart and soul of Blue Jay, a woman who is not only a dynamic and dynamite businesswoman, but she is a first-class singer and a dynamic, incredible performer in her own right.
Knows how to pour it on, doesn't he?
When he's motivated, and clearly you motivate. Go get him, girl.
Let's all put our hands together. Our most wonderful lady, our principal.
Ain't no way for me to love you. If you want, let me, baby. It ain't no way for me to give you all you need.
See the way I looked at, wiped that smug look off of his face, and I told him he was building his dream property. I'm gonna too, you know. I'm sure the penthouse is all right, but darn you the home.
I need a real family. Cassie's right. You and I don't know the first thing about making one.
I don't fake it.
We're good at that.
Look, maybe it's too late for me to figure out what it's all about, but it's not too late for a start. Who says that money can't buy you love?
Or a reasonable facsimile.
Now, sure, so can buy her a big house on the other side of this mountain. I'll buy her a pretty good mom. Well, what else does she need? Oh, maybe a dog. Okay, fine, I'll buy her a dog. She's gonna have it all before it all through.
Oh, I think I died in death.
Oh. What was in that pasta?
Oh, a little this, a little that. My mom hated grocery shopping. I learned to make do. I'm really glad you like it.
I think for us anytime.
I could make you more for as long as she's laid up like this.
No, you don't have to do that for what's order in? We have been doing.
She just said she loves to cook in a great kitchen. Let's not bribe her.
It'd be my pleasure, honest.
No, believe me, the pleasure would be all ours, especially if you join us for dinner.
Oh, yes. That way you could work longer hours.
Only if you get plenty of rest and stay off that ankle.
Yes, ma'am. You earned overtime tonight, by the way.
Oh, that won't be necessary. I'll just do the dishes before I
No, her dishes. I can do dishes. Listen, you want to save your talents for what is really essential here. Keeping Nora happy, keeping her off her feet, making Mud behave. Tell you what, you come home, you get yourself some sleep. Okay? And by the way, we have an account at Robinson's Market. You just charge everything right there, and all wine to compliment these delicious things you for.
God, after all, I won't be disappointed.
When you are happy.
Okay, bye. Bye.
God bless George Phillips.
Did you follow me up here?
No. This was just suddenly the place I wanted to be.
Come up here live.
I was always this place in land to see the stars.
Well, the clouds tonight. They're all in my head.
I know that feeling.
Things used to be so much simpler. I guess that's because I only remember the good stuff. When I was happy.
You're not happy? I guess that if you were, you'd be downstairs having dinner with Arnold.
Oh, I have to go.
Kelly, please.
That's a start you need for
It ain't no way to love you if you won't let me. surely ain't no way. It ain't no way for me to love you if you won't let me. Thank you.
I'm sorry that I'm late. I do a little damage. Well, see, that's funny. See, I think that may be my ace in the hole. But he's a game player, Max, and he's getting a charge out of it, I can tell. But the problem is I just need to keep these charges coming.
Yeah, what about the charges getting from Kelly?
Daddy is on a rubber field. I am a lightning bolt on a golf course.
Yeah, this is like...
Okay. Are you wonderful?
Yeah, it's RJ again. Listen, I need something done, and I will pay top dollar. You know Max Holden? No, I don't want to kill him. I want him broken and broke. I want him stripped to the bone.